I don't know where exactly the delusion came in, but the fresh start is nothing like I thought it would be when I was anticipating on having a fresh start. And I was just like, God, I don't really know what's going on, big dog. When I got my inventory list back, my inventory report back from God, it was just like fresh start, fresh start, fresh start, fresh start, fresh start. That sounds so good, but it feels so nasty. Galicia, you don't have control in this space now. So I thought of a cute intro type thing to put right here. Pretend it's here. Next time it will be. Okay. So I got so much I want to say and so much I don't want to say. First of all, happy self care Sunday. I hope that you use your Sunday in a self care kind of way. When I was thinking about doing this video, I kept like pushing it back. Like earlier, I said I was going to do it, and then I was like, no, I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to do it later. And I thought about it. I just got out of the shower and I thought about it, and I was like, while I was in the shower, and I was like, why you kind of hesitant on this video? And it's because I'm in the middle of a fresh start for real. Like, this is such an appropriate topic for this video. I don't know where exactly the delusion came in, but the fresh start is nothing like I thought it would be when I was anticipating on having a fresh start. So I feel like, hold on, let me. Okay, so side note, sidebar. We're gonna pick that up in a second. But I turned my phone. First of all, I was going to record on my iPad, but my mics is the little end that fits into my phone, but that's not the same end for my iPad. And I don't have the adapter piece. So next video I'll have that and I'll be on my iPad. But when I did the intro video, y'all know I had my phone facing like this. So I got my phone turned sideways this way and I like it, but I don't know if I necessarily like how we hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Like y'all, and I don't know if I like that. Like, Galicia, what you anyways, child, I don't know. We rocking. But yeah, so I thought back to what we was talking about. So I thought, with this video being such an appropriate video for where I am in, child, let me slide this other chair back before I've been knock stuff over like last time my light fell. Anywho's, but this video is happening, this topic is happening at such an appropriate time in my life. I was like, I think the way I should start this video is by letting y'all know how this fresh start even came about. Like, and then we'll get into the delusion of the reality of it all. So, I was in a place where I wasn't like depressed, but I wasn't feeling like my fulfilled self. And ever since I've become really self-aware and really in tune with myself, I've been able to pay attention to me more and like be able to guide myself in those moments. So I wasn't depressed, but I wasn't feeling as fulfilled as I usually am off of just life alone. So I was like, I done got off track somewhere. Like I done got off a course, off of my life's course somewhere. So I did what the mature me does in these days when I don't know, well, when I'm feeling like I'm off course. And instead of me trying to figure it out like I usually do, because I'm superhero Galicia and I can solve all my problems. Anywho's, I decided to pray about it. And I was just like, God, I don't really know what's going on, big dog. Like, can you, like, what's, you know? Can you send me a sign? But then I realized, after a couple of prayers, a couple of days, a few weeks, sign ain't coming. And I didn't feel like it wasn't coming because he wasn't sending them. I feel like I couldn't grasp on to him. Like I couldn't hear him. And I talked to a spiritual mentor of mine, and she was like, "Babes, if you can't hear him, you need to fast. Cause it ain't that he ain't talking. Like it's never that he's not talking. It's just sometimes he'll whisper to force us to go in a place where we can focus on just his voice." And I did that. So this fresh start started with a fast for me. I fast for 40 days. I did absolute no meat at all. And in that time, I got vision. I gained clarity. And the vision and the clarity was like, you need a fresh start. It's like me and God did inventory on my life. Like every department from top to bottom, what's here, what's not, what's missing. And it's like at the end of my fast, the few days after my fast, and it's so funny because my sister came to visit like right when my fast ended, and she was like, "So what you doing?" And I was like, "Nothing." Like I just got off of my fast. So I'm taking, the next few days to like not do anything so I can get my report. Like, okay, God, we did inventory. So what's T? You know? So I did that, and when I got my report back, y'all see, look, when I say the devil thought he had me, child, child. Now my phone wanna say I ain't got no storage. When I just bought storage. Anywho's, I don't got time to figure that out. Anyways, we were saying, and for those of y'all that watching this, and you like, girl, why you not editing all this out, cleaning all this up? I told y'all from the get go what this was: real, raw, relatable. I don't want to come to you polished, professional, scripted. I want to come to you as a woman. It's just not on no Barbara and Shirley. Anyways, but like I was saying, when I got my inventory list back, my inventory report back from God, it was just like fresh start, fresh start, fresh start, fresh start, fresh start. Around that same time, I cut all my hair off, which y'all done seen it. I'm not gonna take my hoodie off, but around that time, I cut all my hair off. I dating wise, I quit dating. Like anybody that I was talking to during that time period, I was just like, yeah, fresh start over here too. I let go of a lot of things as far as mindset, behaviors, and I committed to a lot of things, such as mindset, behaviors. And now we can get to the delusional part. So, like I said, that's how my fresh start came about. I fasted because I felt like I couldn't hear God. I heard him loud and clear in the fasting. He gave me such a clear vision, so much clarity, but such a clear vision execute confident for me to execute confidently, one of them being this. The vision was for me to create a space where I could be authentic, I could be real, I could be raw, as little editing as possible, as little prop. And this is why every video we're growing together. This video, I got y'all sideways, and now I gotta, get an adapter piece for my iPad because my phone is not trying to let us be great. This is take three. So if it cut up again, I'm just gonna have to pull my iPad out and hope that y'all can hear me good. But that's kind of what the whole journey is supposed to look like, though. And I'm glad that I took heed to doing my fast so I could get that vision, so I could execute everything that I got out of that vision so confidently. But I was delusional about it because in my head I was like, okay, I'm doing this fast. I've done this fast. I got my vision. I've, put a fresh slate in literally every department of my life. Now my life is going to look totally different. Like a movie. Like you see her do the because that's how I cut my hair. I did a dramatic in the mirror movie kind of thing. So you see her in the movie, she cut all her hair off, and then the next day she's figuring things out, and then the day after, boom, life's just you know, and that's where delusion came in. I felt because I was so confident, because the vision that I received was so clear, I was delusional enough to believe that once I cleared all my slates, the results and the product of me doing that was going to be, and that didn't happen, obviously. And it's so funny because I was frustrated at first. I was like, bro, I did all of this, got this first start together, and I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what my next step. I know what the vision is. I know what the checkpoints are. I know what the destination is, but I don't even know how to order my steps. And then I was like, oh, Galisha, that's the point. The thing about fresh starts is you don't know, because the only reason that you knew before is because you were in routine. You were operating in comfort. You were operating within the realms of what you know. But when you do a fresh start and you're no longer operating in the realms of your comfort, you're no longer in the same routine, you're now creating a new routine, you don't know. And for some reason, that hung me up so bad. That hung me up so bad. And it's because one of the things that I let go was control. One of the things that I committed to was freedom, flow. And when we say it, that sounds so good. Oh, I operate in freedom. I I have created a lifestyle where I can just flow. That sounds so good, but it feels so nasty. Especially when you first start, like that feels so nasty because we are so accustomed to bondage. When we first get into freedom, we feel like somebody to robbed us or something. I did anyways. Galicia, you don't have control in this space now. But that kind of was the point. You prayed for freedom. You prayed for flow. You fasted for this. This is the vision that you got. I'm able to come to y'all in this way, real, raw, and relatable, authentic, transparent, because I release control. Every episode, I'm having a different update or a different kind of scene thing going on. That's what releasing control looks like. That's what, you know, operating in the flow look like. And don't get me wrong, what is Apple Pay charging me for? Child, Apple Pay know they gonna get a 6.99, 9.99, 19.99. They gonna do that to death. And my only thing is all that is cool, but why when I'm doing my video, my phone talk about anyways, we not gonna get on that. I'm gonna get the adapter piece and we're gonna do that. But did y'all come comfy though? Like did y'all do it? Did y'all come comfy? Did y'all come while the day is winding down? I ain't gonna lie, I ain't mean to do this video this late. I didn't. But once again, I'm in the flow. And the flow led me here. But I did bring my wine though. Mm-hmm. Mm. Y'all, my auntie got me the prettiest tumbler. It's a brand tumbler. It's a tumbler with my brand on it for my birthday. Oh, child. It's so pretty. I'm gonna have to show it to y'all one of these days. But I got some sippy sippy in my cup. But to date, I'm still in a fresh start. I'm still figuring out exactly what this fresh start is for me, what it means to me. I'm starting to discover why it was so important. I don't want to portray the image of I walk the straight and narrow. I dot all my I's, cross all my T's, because I'm not perfect. I still have so many things that God is working with me on, but I have so many things that I have overcome because I've been walking with Him for real, you know? But I ain't perfect by all means. Child, one thing I'm trying to do now is quit cussing. Ooh, honey. And it's like ever since I said I was gonna quit cussing, they been flying. Me and my mama was doing lunch the other day, and I was on the phone with somebody. It was a personal development conversation. And y'all, when I say I'm so passionate about this for real, so passionate about this for real. But it was a personal development conversation for somebody who is in a place to where they're having to rebuild their self-worth after a breakup. And girl, I had done got so passionate in that thing. I had done messed around and said, go to hell real quick. And my mama was sitting right there. Now I'm not the girly that cuss in front of my mama or talk crazy in front of my mama just because that's just a respect I got for her. You know, I'm not gonna say my mama ain't never heard me cuss. Obviously, that slipped, but she know when she do hear it, I'm upset, or either I'm speaking very passionate about something, and that was a moment that I was speaking very passionately. Like, girl, you know, how do we get on that? How we get on that, child? Anyways, you know, it's so crazy because in so many ways I feel like I got this fresh start thing figured out, but in just as many ways I feel like I don't. Kind of like this conversation. Like, you know, the topic of this episode is fresh starts, but I keep having little sidebars just because like I'm allowing it to flow natural, you know? And I like I said, I know for me personally that this fresh start was so big on me releasing control because that's something that I've struggled with for as long as I can remember. Like I've always been the kind of person to where I need to know. But the last couple of years of my life has been situation after situation, circumstance after circumstance, experience after experience that has stripped me of that. I feel like, you know, this was God's thing, like, nah, like you done did it, so we can't play no more. Like you gotta step out there and you gotta play it by ear. You gotta trust you. And that's another thing that this fresh start has taught me, to trust myself, trust my gut, trust my intuition, trust my decision making. Just trust. Trust me because I can only believe in God as much as I believe in myself. I'm going to say that again. I can only believe in God as much as I believe in myself. PMJ is a man that I listen to here on YouTube a lot. And he did a sermon on that, and he was like, often what I believe about myself is what I believe about God. And the truth is, God is doing things in my life right now, y'all, taking me places to where I'm at a point now, it ain't no going back. I'm at a point of no return in so many ways. In so many ways. I'm at a point of no return when it comes down to control and being able to flow because I'm now entering in a space, especially with my career, to where flow is necessary. Once again, like I said, we put all the cute little feels on that, but it takes so much strength to be able to flow, because you got to trust you to make the right decisions when you can't see what the outcome of either decision is going to be. And so much faith is required, because even when I make this decision that I'm trusting myself is the best thing for me to do, I got to trust that God going to see me through too. It's it's so wild, but it was so necessary, you know? And I'm not going to lie, like some days now I just be like, "Man, was was the old behavior really that bad? Was my old mindset really that bad? Was my old hobbies really that bad? Was my old dating life really that bad?" Because I had comfort there. I had control there. I had a sense of knowing there. I don't have that anymore. And man, God's so good, because when I get in those moments is when, he drop a little hint, a little clue, a little blessing, and be like, nah, you good. You good. You scared, but you good. And I think that's another thing. Like, I think when we commit to things or release things and we just embark on fresh starts, period, we think that it's supposed to feel good. Or we think that we're supposed to be comfortable. A fresh start is so important to any kind of commitment in life, especially to yourself. Especially to yourself. Like when I first started my personal development journey, a fresh start was needed. I needed a clean slate. And the more I've grown into myself and into personal development, the fresh start that I had to start this journey and the fresh start that I'm enduring now to elevate in this journey is not the same fresh start, honey. Not the same fresh start. But both of them took a crazy level of discomfort out of me. Both of them required for me to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I think that's the beauty in personal development, because even though I have been on this journey so long, and some people watching have been on this journey longer than me, and some people not as long as me, but the beauty in it is because this journey never ends and it's always overcoming one mountain to be at the bottom of the next, we can always relate to each other. Every level comes with discomfort. Every level. I'm going through this fresh start in my life with me and my personal development journey that also includes my career as a personal development guide, but it's creating such a beautiful space here for me and you, because my hopes is that these episodes, that these sessions motivate and inspire you to just do it. Just do it. To just commit to you. And it's so much easier said than done. And that's another reason why I wanted this to be so unpolished and so raw, because some days you can't see it, it is worth it. But once again, I trust me enough to know if I said that this was best for me when I could see clearly, when I did have a level head, I can trust me now to stick with it, to go through it. I thought about, because these videos aren't scripted. My first video, I had notes because that wasn't really an episode. That was just an informative. So y'all would know what this is, what to expect, to know to come comfy, to know to be in your space of level headedness, to let you know that these were gonna be shot and posted at a time where you can wind down, get ready for your week. And it's been a long week, y'all. Ooh, it's been a long week. It's been a long week. And not so much in a negative way. It's just been nonstop. And putting me first has been hard this week. It has been so hard this week. But another thing about a fresh start is you can't get a fresh start and lose the progress that you've already made. And me making the things I do for me mandatory was a commitment I made a long time ago. So I don't care how hard the day is, how long the week is. I got to do what I got to do for me. It's no longer a negotiation or no longer negotiable. Did I say that right? Negotiation, negotiable. You know what I'm trying to say. But I debated because the week was so long, and like I said, I didn't even plan on doing this video this late. I debated like, what am I gonna say? Like, how is it gonna come out? Should I write some notes? But I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I allowed it to flow, so y'all can hear me ramble, see what I have figured out, and see what I don't have figured out. So y'all can see what I gotta improve on and what I got in the pocket. This week we're gonna focus on Fresh Start. The newsletter for Fresh Start will be I'm new to this, so it's gonna be somewhere like in the, how on the videos it has the description thing with the all that, the little links and stuff in. I'm gonna put the link right there for you to download the newsletter for this week. If you would like for the newsletters to be sent to you automatically, I'm also going to have the link to my website down there. Go on my website and subscribe. You can subscribe by entering your email in the box, or you can download my article, 8 Laws of Self-Love. It's free. Either way, it'll have you subscribe and the newsletters will be sent to you automatically. So like my subscribers, they got the newsletter for Fresh Start this morning. But throughout this week, I will be affirming my subscribers, complimenting them, the action steps, the tools, just to really give that guidance, since, like I said, I've been on this journey for a while, and each level is exactly that, a level. But there's some things that you learn along the way, tools, ways of thinking that helps throughout. So if you would like to be receiving that as well, like I said, just make sure you go subscribe. If you go subscribe now, the newsletter has already been sent out, so you'll still need to download the newsletter. But like I said, if you want to get the guidance that comes with Fresh Start, you can go ahead and subscribe and you'll receive those, as well as receiving your newsletter sent directly to you for next week's topic. I enjoyed this. Like I said, I didn't know what to expect. I was kind of nervous, but I was like, the only thing I can do is what I do. Real, raw, relatable. And I hopes that you see my transparency and it motivates you and inspire you to be like, man, she ain't got it all figured out, but she on a fresh start. Why not me too? And I felt it was so appropriate to be our first topic because some of you haven't gotten to a place where you've really committed to yourself yet. And like I said, that's a fresh start on its own. And if you have not, it's the perfect time for you to. Perfect time for you to. From the bottom of my heart, I really love this. I love y'all. I love doing this. I'm so interested to see how this grows because I'm in the middle of fresh start myself. So I'm so interested to see how this grows. All of this is fresh. Everything that I do business wise right now is very, very fresh. So I'm very happy to see how it grows, and hopefully you're along for the journey to be able to experience and enjoy that with me. But until next Sunday, take care, lovelies.